Hey, I'm Dr. Mark Popinchalk. I'm an astronomer here at the American Museum of Natural History, and I want to show you the real scale of the solar eclipse that's coming up.
I'm going to explain what an eclipse is with everyday objects, show what it will look like with planetarium software, and use New York City to recreate the amazing distances involved. To do that,
I'm going to shrink down Earth to the size of my head. This is the moon. And the heat of planetarium is the sun.
which is so huge, by the way, that we tried to do the shot indoors, but couldn't get it to work.
So these are the scale of the Earth, Moon, and Sun, but we haven't done the scale of the distances yet. So we're going to go walk through New York and put the Earth and the Moon in the right locations for us to set up the solar eclipse, the total solar eclipse.
But wait, what even is an eclipse? You see eclipses every day. It's just when something you see passes in front of something else. You can have a partial eclipse, where something is partly blocked, or a total, where it is completely blocked. Partial, total, partial, total. To get a total eclipse, things need to be at the right distance and lined up perfectly. Let's see where we're at on our journey to set up our own New York City version of a total solar eclipse.
Hey, you got anything to say? Great. Alright, we've already walked like 20 blocks. The museum's all the way back that way. Now, we just gotta keep going.
In the meantime, let's use planetarium software to see what a solar eclipse is. A solar eclipse is when the moon passes in front of the sun. Because it is blocking the sun's light, it creates a shadow which moves across the Earth. However, the Earth is a big place. Some parts of the Earth don't see anything. Some parts see a partial eclipse, and if you are in just the right spot, the path of totality, you see a total eclipse.
We're finally at the right distance from the planetarium, where the Earth should be, and where any New Yorker doesn't want to be. Times Square!
I've traveled over 35 blocks, from 81st to 46th, representing the 92 million miles between the Earth and the sun.
Alright, we've put the Earth in the right place, but we haven't put the moon. So, I'll go to the right distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're the right distance away.
The Earth and the moon would be over 20 feet away in our New York City version, 250,000 miles in real life. We've set up the actual distances involved, but what about the path of totality and the eclipse?
Well, the path of totality, when the Earth is my face, is about the width of a strand of spaghetti. So I got to have a snack in Times Square.
Remember, don't look directly at the sun. Use eclipse glasses or other indirect methods to see the partial eclipse. Only in the moment of totality is it safe to look directly. To recap, an eclipse is when something passes in front of something else. A solar eclipse is when the moon passes in front of the sun. We recreated the real size with New York City by shrinking down the Earth, moon, and sun, then went 35 blocks from the planetarium sun to be at the accurate distance for my face / the Earth. Then lined up the moon 20 feet away. To get a total solar eclipse, we would have to line all three up perfectly, but New York kind of got in the way.
Well, I hope you learned something about how special the total solar eclipse is going to be. Here in New York, we're going to get 90% coverage, and it's still going to look spectacular. But I gotta get back to the museum. Bye!